Now for our feature story of the day, let's discuss the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser, suggesting Bitcoin is trending towards $780,000 per coin and is going to surpass the market cap of gold. That's right, the high priest was recently interviewed on the Alex Jones show just yesterday. Here's some of the highlights. I'm going to start with the tweet right here. The switch from gold to Bitcoin. ETFs prove that gold is being demonetized by Bitcoin in real time. This sets up a legitimate target for Bitcoin to eclipse gold's market cap with an implied price target for Bitcoin of $780,000 per coin. Send it and let's get it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the high priest. And let me know if you got to see this interview with Max and Alex. Be sure to retweet it as well. I greatly appreciate your support there. So yeah, Max is calling for a God candle. In fact, he's actually really referring to an Omega candle because he's referring to $100,000 in a single day on the daily chart. So that's right. The chairman of Volcano Energy, which is the advisor to El Salvador's president, Bukele, Max Keiser, fueled the Bitcoin speculation with a tweet hinting that the current Bitcoin rally might be a warm-up for the God candle that will climax at 100,000. Climax? Yes, please. Here's what he wrote on X, and he shared a picture of Bukele. God candle incoming. Are we witnessing the start of 100,000? God candle. What are your thoughts, fam? Now, just to put some things into perspective, again, a God candle is actually just 10,000 on a daily chart, and we actually hit a God candle, but it took 2 days, so theoretically it's not exactly a God candle. It would be a demi-God candle, but just saying. Anyways, Keiser, who dubs himself the high priest of BTC, has been an ardent Bitcoin advocate and one of the key figures preaching and pushing for Bitcoin adoption in El Salvador and globally. In fact, he was also an early Bitcoin adopter who bought his first Bitcoin in 2011 at only $1, which explains why he has a massive audience that counts on his predictions. How many millionaires, Bitcoin millionaires that is, were minted as a result of the Keiser report? That's why you got to show Max and Stacy some serious love. They were the first one to give Bitcoin international TV coverage via the Keiser report back in 2011. So historic. They said this is the story of the century. Bitcoin is the new rich list. And they were right. However, he has had a history of overzealous and inflated Bitcoin predictions, driven by his belief in Bitcoin's potential to transform finance and the sentiment he holds towards crypto. Keiser already gone past the 100,000 target as far back as 2020 when he told Alex Jones that he was raising his official target for the first time in 8 years to $400,000 per coin. Interestingly, while Keiser made his analysis based on prevailing U.S. economic situations, Bitcoin has yet to even cross 70,000 this year in 2024. Meanwhile, Keiser is not the only one who have issued a 100,000 prediction for Bitcoin following the recent rally. Market researcher, the Bitcoin Layer, also revealed that they view the current bull run to be in its beginning stages. And according to the analysis, a shallow path to increase could amount to the 100,000 price over the next few years, while a more aggressive path could see it happening towards the end of this year. That's right. And as I mentioned earlier, we have Adam Back, the creator of Hashcash, predicting $100,000 by the halving. Now, considering the halving is now roughly 50 days away, what are your thoughts on that? Six-figure milestone for the King Crypto BTC in the next 50 days. Let me know your thoughts, family, in the live chat. And just last week, we had billionaire investor, rich dad Robert Kiyosaki, who predicted Bitcoin to 100,000 by June 2024. And although Kiyosaki's predictions didn't come with a background on the dynamics that could result in a 100,000 target, there is a big probability the halving, which will occur in less than 50 days, will be a big contributor. You could say that again. Now, Kiyosaki's 100,000 by June prediction could be an overstatement, but you need to listen to Samson Mow, who says Bitcoin can hit $1 million within days to weeks after the approval of the ETF. Clearly, we got the approval January 10th officially by the SEC. Then they launched the next day, which is also unprecedented. Typically, there's like a 30 to 60 day gap from the time of getting the approval and launching. But what was interesting, within 24 hours, they launched the ETF product. And he refers to the Omega candle quite often, as we also cover here in the show, which would mean $100,000 candle on the daily time frame. And 10 Omega candles would take us to $1 million within the next few weeks. The Omega candle is 100,000 green candle on the daily, says Samson Mow. And it usually happens after the God candle, which is $10,000. He also predicts days of the least 10 Omega candles of at least happening, which will send Bitcoin to $1 million before April's halving. So what are your thoughts on that? The prediction from Max Keiser, a $780,000 Bitcoin price in play, eclipsing the market cap of gold. What are your thoughts on Adam Back predicting 100,000 per Bitcoin within the next 100 days? What's your thoughts on Samson Mao predicting a $1 million Bitcoin price, 10 Omega candles back to back to back to back, just like that, sending us to 7 figures? Let me know your thoughts, family, in the live chat as we continue to pump it up.
Broke, have a talk, we smoked them like a bomb. Oh yeah, we